Hello, good afternoon. This is K. Pushpa Rani, Associate Professor, Department of CSC, MLR Institute of Technology. In the last video, we already discussed about the first method of principal descent to normal form called truth table. That is already discussed in the last video. Coming to this, in this video, we are going to discuss about the method 2 of principal descent to normal form. So, in the case of method 2, we are going to discuss about the replacement process. In the case of replacement process, we need to apply the laws. That means we already discussed about the identity law, De Morgan's law, distributive law, then commutative law. That is, some rules are there, equivalent rules are there. According to the equivalent laws, without constructing any truth table, we need to apply the laws to get the required format of principal descent to normal form. So, that is the second method. But our main objective is we need to constructing the minterms with the sum of minterms. Sum of minterms. What is the required format of minterm? Minterm consisting of product of variable and their negation. These minterms are connected by using the symbol called sum. Then it is called as sum of product or it is a sum of minterms. Method 1 is already discussed in the last video. Then coming to the method 2, that is a replacement process. By applying rules and regulations, we need to construct the required principal descent to normal form. We need to understand with the help of some examples how to construct the principal descent to normal form without constructing truth table. Consider the first example, P biconditional Q. So, I already told that there are 4 rules are there to get the required format of DNF, principal descent to normal form. First, we need to give the preference to the conditional or it is a biconditional statement by applying their equivalent laws. Second one is we need to apply the distributive law as well as De Morgan's law to get the required format. And the third one is all the minterms should be unique. If there are duplicates are there, we need to remove the duplicate values in the case of minterms. Any minterm leads to contradiction, those minterms must be deleted from the given statement formula. That is the rule 4. And the fifth rule is if any missing terms are there, we need to introduce the missing term to get the required format of PDNF. Let us understand all those rules and regulations to get the required format of principal descent to normal form. What is the given statement consisting of P biconditional Q? We know the formula of P biconditional Q. P biconditional Q is equivalent to, this is the symbol for equivalent, P conditional Q and Q conditional P. This is the formula for biconditional. So, still there is after removing the biconditional, still the statement consisting of a conditional statement. We need to remove the conditional statement by applying conditional law. What is the conditional law? P implies Q is nothing but negation P or Q. Negation P or Q. There is a symbol called and should be right as it is. Then Q tends to P is nothing but a negation Q or P according to the conditional law. Then we need to apply the distributive laws as well as De Morgan's law if it is required. So, we need to apply the distributive law. According to the distributive law, negation P is distributed to the second preposition. Negation P, there is a symbol called and negation P and negation Q. Then that is the first preposition. Again, still negation P is distributed to second preposition called P. Negation P and P. Then Q is also distributed to the two prepositions. Q is distributed Q and negation Q. Again, there is a symbol called R. Q is distributed to P, Q and P. So, again coming to the rule number 3, I think so. So, negation P or P and P leads to contradiction. Any term leads to contradiction, we need to drop the preposition. We need to delete that preposition in the statement formula. Negation P and negation Q. It is the required minterm. That is the negation P or P. It is a contradiction. That is nothing but a false. After that, Q and negation Q is also false. P and Q. According to the commutative law, so Q and P is written as P and Q. So, to get the required format of minterm, okay, we need to write it the prepositions in terms of order. So, that is a false or false is a false only. That means false or False or given preposition. Again, false or P is a P. That means write the P. There is a symbol called or. This is the first midterm. This is the second midterm. Okay. So, this is the first midterm. This is the second midterm. These two midterms are connected by using the symbol called sum. Okay. Then it is called as sum of midterm. So, if you want to verify whether the given solution is correct or not, we need to construct the truth table and we need to verify. Okay. So, P by conditional Q. So, what is the corresponding truth table for P by conditional Q? That is a PQ, P by conditional Q. True, true, it returns true only. Then, true, false is false. False, true is false. False, false is true. Now, what we are going to consider in the case of midterms, we need to concentrate on the true. There are two true terms are present in the truth table. What is the corresponding preposition for the first true value? If it is a true, write the preposition P and Q. Next, second one is negation P and negation Q. You get the same format in the case of the solution. So, for the verification, you need to construct the truth table, take all the midterms, that is a true values, and construct the corresponding midterm, and you need to verify whether your solution is correct or not. Here we are going to construct the truth table for verification. Here there are two midterms are there. We are going to get the solution as also two midterms. The solution is correct. Like that, we need to verify the solution is correct or not. That is a P and Q. These are the two midterms. So, coming to the second example, obtain PDNF for the preposition negation P or Q. Negation P or Q. So, here there is a no chance of getting the required format of PDNF. If there is a no chance of getting the required format of PDNF, we need to add the missing factors. Okay. I already told that what is the missing factor. If it is a P, only P or only Q. For P, the missing factor is Q. If it is a Q, the missing factor is P. If it is required, we need to add the missing factor. If the preposition consisting of only two variables. If the preposition consisting of three variables, we need to add three missing factors. Depends upon the number of prepositions or number of variables. We need to add the number of missing factors. Here in this example, it is not at all possible to get the required format of PDNF. So, we need to introduce missing factor in the given preposition. So, first one is negation P is there. What is the missing factor? Even though if you add the missing factor, we should not change the original meaning of the statement. That is the most important note. If you add the missing factor, the original meaning of the preposition should not change. Here the missing factor is Q or negation Q. Q or negation Q is true. Q or negation Q is true. True and negation P is P only. So, we need to get the same value only. Next, what is the missing factor for Q? The missing factor for Q is P or negation P. P or negation P is true. True and Q is Q only. So, we are going to get the required format. So, important point we need to remember, if you add the missing factor, you should not change the original meaning of the given preposition. Like that, we need to add the missing factors. Q or negation Q is the missing factor in case of the PDNF, whereas in the case of PDNF, we are going PDNF, Q or negation Q is the missing factor. If it is a P term. If it is a Q term, the missing factor is P or negation P. Then, after that, we need to apply the distributive law. Then, the P values to be distributed to multiple statement. Negation P is distributed to Q, negation P or Q. Then, or is there, negation P and negation Q. Then, for this one, two possible products, two possible midterms. Next, or is there, write or. Q is also distributed to different preposition. Q or negation P, then or is there, Q or negation P. So, then after that, any factors leads to contradiction, we need to drop the preposition. Any factors we need to verify. Negation P or Q does not lead to the contradiction, right, as it is. Or, next, Q or P. Q or P will be written as P or Q according to the commutative law. So already according to the rules of principal descent to normal form, min terms are unique. That means we need to, if any identical prepositions, we need to take the identical prepositions only. If any duplicates, the duplicates will be removed. Here negation P or negation Q will be repeated. Okay, so that is a negation P or Q is repeated twice. So you can write only once because the min terms are unique. So identical. So we should not add more than that, more than one. Okay, only one factor we need to add. Negation P or Q. Next one is P or Q. Total 3 min terms. We need to verify whether your solution is correct or not with the help of the truth table. Take P, Q. Okay, negation P, P or Q. So what are the possible combinations? True, true. Then true, false, false, true, false, false. What is negation P means? False, false, true, true. Take the negation P or Q. Take the negation P or Q. False, true is true. False, true, true. How many prepositions are there? There are 3 prepositions. Total to 4 prepositions. Out of 4 prepositions leads to true values. 4 prepositions leads to true values. What is the corresponding combination? True, true. Means P and Q. So P and Q is present. P and Q is present. Next, for the third one, false, true. Means negation P or Q. Negation P or Q is also present. That is second min term. Third one is false, false. Negation P or negation Q is also present. So, our solution is correct. We need to verify that the solution with the help of the truth table. Whether our min terms is correctly written or not. For the verification, we need to construct the truth table. Then, we need to verify whether the min terms are correct or not. That is the second example. Coming to the third example, P and Q or negation P and or Q and or. So, here there are 3 prepositions. From these 3, it is not possible to construct the PDNF. So, we need to add the required missing factors. So, there are 3 prepositions are there. We need to add the 3 missing factors. If it is a PQ, then or is the missing factor. If it is a P or, Q is the missing factor. Q or, then P is the missing factor. But what is the important thing we need to remember is if you add the missing factor, even though we should not change the original meaning of the statement. Now consider first one, P and Q is there and then what is the missing factor? P, Q is there or is the missing factor? Or and negation or. So in the previous slide we already discussed about or and negation or is a, then it leads to the true. Okay, leads to true value. True and any statement is the P only, P and Q only. Next, take the second preposition negation P and or. What is the missing factor? Q or negation Q is the missing factor. It is a for, it is a true. True and P becomes the original statement, negation P and or. Next, what is the missing factor? Q or is there, P is the missing factor. P or negation P is the missing factor. Then we need to apply the distributive law to get the required format of DNF. Okay. Then P and Q is there, add or, that is one preposition. Then and or is there, P and Q and negation or, that is the second factor. Next, negation P or. Then what is the next term? Add Q. Next, or is there. Next, negation P or Q will be distributed to Q as well as negation Q. Negation P or and negation Q. Next, Q and or will be distributed to 2 prepositions Q and or and P. Next, Q and or P, negation P. Then, so any prepositions having identical or any elementary product leads to contradiction. We need to drop that preposition and any factors is a duplicate. So, we need to take the identical min terms only. P and Q and or is not repeated in any way. So, take only, here it is repeated. Okay, instead of writing 2 times, we can write only once, 1. Number of prepositions are reduced. Next, P and Q and negation or. It is not written in any way, write the second preposition. Negation P or negation P or Q. It is also present in the second one. So instead of writing twice, we can write only once. Then what is the next one? Negation P and negation Q and or. Write the prepositions in order. These are the required minterms. All the minterms are combined by using the symbol called sum of minterms. This is the required format of PDNF. Okay. So what the PDNF means? Principal descent to normal form. So what are the things we discussed in this video? What is principal descent to normal form? How to construct principal descent to normal form? By using the replacement method. In replacement method, we need to apply the laws. That means say equivalent laws we need to apply to get the required format of PDNF. What PDNF consisting of? Sum of minterms. Minterm consisting of product of variables and their negation. So by using two methods, we need to construct the principal descent to normal form. Thank you.